gosh. Oh, okay. Am I moderators to your channel? Okay, I hope you guys can hear me now. That was kind of weird. I'll turn the I'll turn the phone and get out of here. Oh, then when I get out of here, I'll tell you guys why I had to come here. So basically, thank you for taking this ride with me today too. Isn't it beautiful out here? Oregon, you're doing. The sun is out. It's about 81 today, but I think it's going to be like 83 is my best guess. But I think it's just beautiful out here today. I sure hope this is working. You know, I don't do a lot of lives. You guys already know that because I'm not that good with them yet. But I'm trying, you know. I'm trying to be good with them, let's just say. Okay, so I'm leaving this place. It is pretty much the county building. And I have to come over here every single month before. Quit. Okay. Before the 21st, he couldn't decide if he wanted to go. I kept saying, go ahead, because we got there about at the same time. You know, you should let the person either on your left or your right go. You know, it's not a competition. I don't care. You know, so. Oh my goodness. I should have set my phone better. But anyway, I have to leave that place every single month. And it's not a criminal offense, but my dog, one of my dogs that you don't see, he decided to jump over a fence line wall one day, and he took a goat and threw it in the air. And he didn't maul it. There was no blood. It wasn't like that. There was no gore. But it was just not cool. I was going to show you Mount Hood a little bit, but yeah, it just was a hard lesson, you know. And I know we're responsible for our animals. I know that. You know, our animals are who we are. And I know. I'm not trying to be funny about it. Usually these are cherry trees. These are like a different kind of, I'm trying to think of the tree for you guys. It's this dark, really ample, you know, like maroon color that, but these are like, come on, Nikki, I drew a blank. I'm sorry. It's probably what I just had to do. But yeah, so it doesn't matter if you do anything, but if your animal does something, you know, you have to be responsible for it. And so that's what I just went to do. Isn't that a cute barn right there? But it was hard. And this is one of the coolest turnabouts, I think, that I've personally ever seen. And I want you guys to take a look at all the wood carvings are very awesome. And sorry, I have to go around here kind of fast because I don't want to hold people up. But I thought you guys would really, yeah, I think that was pretty cool. But anyway, anywho, it's just sad because I have to go and make these payments every single month until I pay off a fine that they gave me. It was right after my surgery, so I couldn't really jump over the fence to get him, and there was no lock and key type thing. And so the neighbor, he couldn't help me. He wouldn't open his gate that was attached to him, even though I was yelling for help. He did not know anything about what I was experiencing, pretty much. And I think that that is really sad, because he couldn't understand English. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say that, because I love everybody, but yeah. And I guess help isn't a generalized word. I don't know, but him or his wife would not climb over and help me. So I had to call very fast my son. He was out at work. I called my son. I called a friend that only lives about 1.5 miles down the road, one of my best friends here, and she came flying up, and she got there right when the sheriffs got there, and she just jumped the fence. She's a little short thing, a little thing, and she jumped that fence, and my dog came right to her. He wouldn't go to the officer, of course, because he didn't know her. But it was a sad, sad situation, and I went to court. A gentleman that was in front of me in court, oh, sorry, this could be, the wind could be really bothering you guys. Let me get that. Sorry, guys. Ooh, well, you guys can probably hear me better. But I went to court. The gentleman in front of me, oh, he had a dog that got out and bit somebody, and it bit somebody a couple times, and the dog had gotten out before. So that was the guy that was in front of me in this courtroom, and this judge already was mad at this guy because he's already been to his courtroom a few times. So I was coming up next, and you would think with the law in my family, I would be able to handle myself very, very well in a courtroom. But I guess that's when you get a chance. I didn't get a chance. I mean, I didn't get a chance. When I say I didn't get a chance, I didn't get a chance. It wasn't my father's courtroom. This was a gentleman that wanted yes and no answers to his questions. He really didn't want you to give him a story at all. He didn't care. He wanted to know if your dog was guilty or not guilty. And then he had a thing against dogs. He told the gentleman in front of me that he needed to put his dog 6 feet under. And I was like, I gulped so loud in the courtroom. My son could hear me. My friend could hear me because she came as a witness. The whole thing, like, yeah, I was in a state of shock how he was talking to this gentleman with this other dog. I'm trying not to put it on people's, license plates and stuff like that, but you want to talk about a sad situation and a sad day in court. Yeah. And he took everything into consideration, I guess. I guess he took cancer into consideration. He took the fees that it cost me with paying co-pays and this and that. And cancer, people don't realize cancer is a very expensive thing to have. There's opportunities and there's places that will help you, but that's not everywhere. That's not all over. And a lot of those places, cancer is on the rise. So cancer is really on the rise. So it went from 1 in 8, now it's 1 in 3. So you can imagine how many people need help continuously. So you're lucky if you get in there and you can get a little help, because there's so many people that need it. You're not the only person in the world, Hi. Oh, hi, Hebe. Hi, AKL, AKA. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, thank you. I'm sure you have a very sweet soul too, because you've said some very kind things. Tammy, hi, honey. I just had to go pay that thing. Tammy's a friend of mine. She's in the chat, and she knows what I've gone through over this dog. It was my husband's dog that he picked out from a puppy when he was sick, and it was all he wanted. And so we wanted to make sure that happened. So I got the dog for him and purchased the dog. And he was a special dog, very special dog, very good friend. And I know why my husband got him. He didn't get him because he was kidding him for himself. He got the dog so he knew when he left, I would have something to protect me, because my other dog had passed away right after. So I'm sure, knowing my husband and how he cared for everybody, that was really what the reason was. So it really was emotional for me. It was emotional for me after the courtroom. It was emotional for me to have to call around as fast as I could to get him home, because if I didn't, they were going to take him from me over the baby goat. And I can't really say that, I blame them. I can't do that. Here's a different side of the obstacle course. You guys can kind of see it a little bit better. But, yeah, it was sad. That dog he looked after me like crazy after my husband died. I was very attached. And I'm still very sad. I see pictures of him. I gave him to a person that has grown up with his type of breed. And she already had two at her house. That one was his cousin and one was his aunt. So it was more simplified to have her help me and take him. The people that I got him from, or that my husband got him from, we actually asked them ahead of time if they would ever help me, if I needed it with them, for an emergency, anything. And I called and I couldn't get them to help me. But I'm sure you guys know how that goes. Sometimes people will help you and sometimes they won't. But it's just the way it is. And it's the way people are, what if they call it? It's the way people are. Here's where the goats lived. And that's where this fence line is what my dog jumped over. So it was sad. It was extremely sad. But what can you do, right? But yeah, sad situation, sad day. Hey, so Tammy, it's so nice to see you. So let me say hi to some people. So let's see. Fiona Miller, hi, honey. Thank you. And I'm not a grifter, you guys. I want to make that clear again. I've said that before once. A couple people asked me to put a Cash App on my description. So I did do that. And that's mainly just to help with the cancer, but it's never a requirement, and it never will be. And I just want people to know that. Okay. And I'm here because I love everybody, and I'm here because I'm here. I'm lucky. A lot of people didn't make it this far. So I have to be grateful, and I have to keep my positivity. But I'm just glad. I just wanted to send that little message to you guys about the animals, because they are our responsibility like our children. And we just have to always remember that. And I remember my father saying that to someone in our family when they had animal troubles. So yeah, I knew that. But I'm so grateful to talk to you guys today. I'm grateful to be here. And I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful, you guys. I'm just grateful. Cancer does suck, Fiona. It does. Oh, thank you. Good to see you. I really am grateful for you guys that just give me a chance, you know, because that's all people need sometimes is just a chance. And it's darn hard. I'm going to start podcasting, I'm hoping, from my garden area and stuff because things are growing really nicely and at least you'll get to see the beauty. But I really like this. You're giving me something to concentrate on. So when you guys are giving me something to concentrate on, it takes my mind off of the others. So it's just better. It's just better all the way around. And I'm super grateful. I had a great doctor's appointment today, and I've been super busy with the doctors, unfortunately, lately. But and one day I will get this bill paid. But my point was earlier when I was talking about the courtroom, I'm the one who came up with the amount because I told the judge, I have cancer, I'm on disability. What do you want from me? And I'm trying to live. And I'm doing a darn good job at it. And now you throwing all these monkey wrenches in here makes it a little harder for me to do that living. But it's okay because I know who I am and I know what kind of person I am. I know that I never give up. Never, ever, ever, ever will I give up on anything. And that's even taking care of my obligations. And that dog is one of my obligations, and his name was Hendrix. Just like Jimmy. My husband named him. Jimi Hendrix was one of his favorite musicians. And he had to have a dog named that. And so it was just apropos that we named our other house dog was Marley. Because I always thought, oh, Bob Marley and Jimi Hendrix, they could live together in harmony. But thank you guys for taking the ride with me, and keep an eye on your animals, you guys, and just make sure that you keep a good eye on them. Living out on the farm and on the countryside, it's not really what it's cracked up to be because you do get held. You get held at a little bit of a higher standard because you live in the country. So they kind of expect you to control your animals a little bit better, I think. But it was darn hard for me to, only for the fact of having the surgery. It was hard for me to get over the darn fence line. But it's, water under the bridge now and moving on. And I'm grateful that he has a beautiful life. And I'm grateful that somebody loved him and took him. And yeah, and treats him wonderful and all that. Hey, Hebe, thank you. Yes, I'm so glad my appointment went well too. That was I always love it, but my doctors are like, Nikki, they're like, you are, one of the coolest patients. You come in loud and proud, and you're just happy to, like, let's get it done, let's get her done. Do what we got to do. I'm here for a reason. So yeah, so today was a good one. Again, I keep getting these good reports. It kind of feels like you're getting a good report card from school because you're working so hard on it. I have 40 more pounds to go. So I'm gonna have to keep working on the weight, and I'm doing good, and I'll do it. And let me turn this around so I can say hi in person. Hi. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I'm so happy it's so beautiful here in we're due for some days like this, and usually around Memorial Day too. I would say was some of the best times that you get that. I definitely got attached to a lot of the cancer center employees. Oh, Hebe, and you know what? You had told me that the other day, and God love you about that. And I am so attached to two doctors, and I'm attached to my PCP, and I'm attached to my oncologist. And yeah, they're really cool. and I love them and they love me, and we got attached. And now when I go in, one of the doctors doesn't even, he always says, I don't even want to leave the room. Nikki, can you just stay all day and we can just chat? And I always just get a kick out of that because doctors are so busy, but that must mean that, they're cool with me and they like me a little bit, because otherwise I don't think they would say, can you stick around for a while? You're one of the cooler patients, but like I say, cancer's tough. You have good days, you have bad days, and I refuse to have bad days anymore, and I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to live well, and I'm not going to get frustrated. And when I get frustrated, which, a lot of people can get, when that happens, I'm just not gonna get frustrated. I've got other ways to get around that. I've come up with other things. Gee, many Christmas, you guys. There must be 10 or 20 birds, but now there's only 2. Let me see if I can turn it around so you can see them on my fence line right there. These birds are just no joke. They over all the food, and I probably have, oh my gosh, I probably have 8 feeders. 8 feeders and 2 of those little, sorry about that, and 2 of the, feeders with the little brick ones. I have those ones too. So, oh my gosh. I mean, we're on lockdown here. I have to open 5 more things till I can even get in this place. But that's okay. That's really okay. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Okay, so let's see. Did they all move? Oh, that's one of their favorite feeders. This one hanging. Yeah, they love this one hanging. It's a trip. So maybe they're just fighting over it. There's still food in it, so that's a good thing. I don't know what their problem is today. There's plenty of food for everybody. Oh my gosh. Thank you all again for keeping me smiling. I look forward to chatting with you guys. I really look forward to that. So you're going to be a big part of my survival and recovery, and you're gonna hear me say remission. I can't wait. I want to do it so bad. And you know what? I have to say this, and I'm not even mad about it because I understand it. My cancer doctor told me, my oncologist, one of them, told me that they took the bell out of their center. They do not let people ring the bell there anymore because there's people that can't ring the bell. And they don't want to cause them any extra grief, any extra problems, make them feel bad about themselves. And that made a lot of sense to me. It made a lot of sense to me. So he suggested that either he can get the bell or I'll get the bell, and we'll just hold it and be ready. So he'll let me do that, with my doctors, and when it comes time, or, because I know it's going to be time. I'm going to. I just know it. I know it. I know that I'm not done here. Indiana. Hi, Indiana Kimberly. Did I get that right? And bring your own bell, girlfriend. Yeah, that's what they said, because he said we can just go in this little private little area that they have kind of away from the rooms. And he said that we can totally do our own little celebration. And I said, oh my gosh, really? And I said, because when you said you guys didn't have a bell, I thought, oh wow, I know a lot of people get to ring the bell. And I just thought to myself, well, how can I? Well, I could always ring my own bell at home, right? But I just thought to myself, that's a bummer. You know, when somebody gets that far in, with their doctors and gets the treatment that they need and they win, it's just like, oh, I don't get to ring a bell with my people that helped me survive, you know? But that's okay. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to straighten you guys up really quick so I can grab all my things. There we go. Hi. So let me see what I've missed. Hebe, you're just great. Lee Rebecca. Hi, Lee Rebecca. Oh, Dorothy Lucas. God does help me a lot. Like, really helps me a lot. Like, I didn't realize, you know, I grew up with a couple different religions as a child. I don't know how that happened, but it did. And I grew up Catholic, Presbyterian, and I married a Baptist. Go figure. And so I had to find my own way. And I had to find out what Nikki liked. And not because, and don't get me wrong, Mike was wonderful. My husband was wonderful. But I need to find my own way as Nikki, you know? And not let, sorry, I'm putting stuff in my bag, but not letting anybody deter that from me. Nobody. I can't let them stop me. You know, I'm basically doing this on my own. I came up with the idea myself. And I just thought to myself, well, I got off Facebook. And I've had a lot of friends at different times on Facebook because of the things that I've done in Oregon. But I don't like the complaining. I didn't like the complaining about one another's family members, or it made me sad. It made me sad because I thought families were fighting over everything, including politics, including just pick, you know, because your child comes from a different generation. You know, it doesn't mean that they necessarily have to vote your way. They're their own person. And I had to get that through my thick head as a adolescent, I guess you could say. And I told my mom one day, I said, I'm going to vote the way that I want to vote, Mom. And I hope you're okay with that. And she didn't have a choice. I kind of just put it at her that I don't have to tell you, you don't have to tell me. But if you think that I'm going to carry on a tradition of some sort, and my cousins and my brother and sister and them all don't carry that same thing, I want that choice too. I want a choice to be free and pick what I want. And I picked God. I needed it, and I didn't know. So, anyway, my sister made it through a stem cell transplant for her leukemia. Thank you, Creator. That is a blessing. Oh my gosh. Through stem cell transplant for her leukemia. You hang in there, lady. Attitude and prayers make a huge difference. They sure do. And I got this, and I really appreciate you saying that. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Dorothy. That was Dorothy, right? Correct? Oh, Indiana. Indiana, sorry, a little too much light behind me. Indiana Kimberly, thank you. Thank you, honey. And prayers, and yes, it does make a difference. It surely does. Maybe, oh, it's okay. I can't, you can't type, PB? I can't talk. Well, I don't think I got a problem there, but it's okay to make fun of yourself sometimes or all the time. You have to have something really funny to laugh at. But I just appreciate you guys. And thank you so much for the ones that have hung in there with me today. I just trying to bring positivity the best way I know how. And tell some stories that are kind of oddball, I guess, that doesn't happen to the average person. And that goat story is one of them, unfortunately. And it's, yeah, it's a lesson learned. A lesson learned. But that's okay, because I got to have Hendrix for 7 years. So he was a great buddy. He loved the beach. He loved when we went to the beach. Now we're kind of in the garden area. I'm kind of taking you guys under here a little bit in the shade so I can see what you're writing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a goofball, you guys. That's something you'll learn about me. I am a goofball. That's probably why the doctors and people laugh at me so much, because I have this crazy personality that I got from my mother. Thank you, Mom. And she's a great lady. Lucky to have her. She's 83. Yeah, that's what kind of started me on being so curious about Nancy and stuff. Is my mom's 83 by herself with her dog. And they had a lot of similarities as far as, the age and just characteristics, and my mom's a tough bird. Like she would say, I'm a tough old bird. Oh my gosh, she cracks me up with that. Hebe, you say, me too, love. Oh, thank you. And hopefully, I'll get better at this. And I'll be able to get really good content, or at least some things we get to think about, because like I said, I'm not going to put a lot of drama and all that on here. And so it's going to be more of a positivity situation, and you guys will hear it in my voice if I'm kind of low that day or whatever. I can't really hide it. When people have strong personalities, it's hard to hide how you feel some days, because people recognize. They always are like, what's wrong with you? How come you're not doing this? How come you're not acting like that? You know what I mean? Because they expect you to, because that's your personality. Okay, and let me see. Oh, Hebe, doing great. If you need anything, I'm more than happy to help. Oh, that is very kind. Like I said, it's the only thing is just really taking care of the co-pays and taking care of that, but I'm going to do it one way or another. I'll be out there on the street, hey, with the sign, hey, can you help me with my co-pay? No, I'm just messing with you. I told you guys I have a character. The smart aleck is from my father, but the funny and loves everybody is my mother, and I'm lucky. I'm really lucky. Came from good, people say, what do they say? They came from good stock. And I came from good stock. And I'm very lucky for that. I need to get up there, you guys, because I've uncovered this whole area. That kind of smarted. But I had this whole area covered, kind of like, I don't know. I had it with like cloths and stuff. It really was cool. And so you never really saw this part of it, but now it's just all the needles and, have kind of built up. So I'm going to have to get up there and sweep it at some point. And I will. Or I'll have my son. He's a great help, so he can possibly do that for me. And yeah, everything's, I'm blessed. You followed from JLR. Love your positivity. Indiana Kimberly, that's very kind of you. Thank you. And Hebe, thank you for saying about that, because what can I say, but I adore you too. And how can I not? You guys, so you support what I'm doing, and that was gonna be hard. And I was very honest with the guys about it, because I'm new to this. You know what I mean? I don't have just been doing this for 8 years and all that. No, 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 no. I'm new since I think September. I think since September, but I just started getting a little more brave and just trying things. And I thought, well, I was going to sing in the car every single time I leave the doctor's. I'm going to sing a song. Sometimes I get, where they tell me, hey, you can't put this song up. I get that warning and I have to take it down. But to me, I've gotten so many compliments about people having fun trying to figure out what song I'm picking, that I don't want to mess that up. So if they make me take it down, I'll just take it down. And I usually do a couple of them, so I have a backup one that's probably not copyrighted. That's why some of the stuff that I do is older songs, because of course they're not copyrighted, or for the most part. Some of them are, but not a lot of them. So that's why I do a lot of the old school songs, or songs you hadn't heard for a while, or yeah, you know. But I hope you guys have the most wonderful day today. Um, it's gonna be a great day, you guys. We needed this. We needed this beauty out here. We really did. We have been getting a lot of rain, and that was okay. You know what I mean? It's usually April showers, May flowers for Oregon and Washington. Don't let me tell that. Also the Northwest. And right now it's not even no. We didn't get that April showers kind of thing, because we ended up in some of the degrees were like in the 70s. I think, yeah, we had a couple 70-degree days, and then the high 60s, which is kind of unusual for us. Kind of unusual for us. There's bananas are going crazy. Let me flip you around so you guys can take a look at them really quick, and then I'll come back so I can check it out. But there we go. See? And the babies, I just took one over today to a friend, because she needed a couple more to line her fence line. And see, I have so many. I usually end up, look how tall they're getting already, running into the pine tree. But usually I give them away to friends, because they grow so I do well with them. And so I usually end up with somewhere around 50 to 60 every summer by the end of the summer. So they go crazy. This is the ones at the pond, at the one water feature thing area. This is the one where I was telling you guys I got to go through the ivy, and I got to just cut it back a little bit and just make sure that they're thriving. Well, this one is definitely. There's a teenager for you, and there's the little babes right there. I hope you guys can see them. Here's the little babies. There's one back there. I'm worried about that one because it is far back. That's one from the mother, from the mother making new ones. And I'm like, you're kind of behind the honeysuckle bush. Look at all the yellow flowers that are coming out. Made me think of these are the Nancy flowers. Because of the yellow, and it gets so pretty with them. And it just gets, see, look at all the new growth. So I'm going to have to tuck them. What I do is I take the stems that are really long, and instead of cutting them, I tuck them. So they just grow into each other, because it's a bush, honeysuckle. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I just kind of turn them in. I take like this one, because they're kind of bendy. They're kind of bendy and rubbery. So I just take it and I just kind of put it into the next one. See? And then I take this one and I'll put it into right about here. And I'll take this one. And so I always keep my little walkway. You can still come up my walkway. And it doesn't get, you don't get bombarded with all the new limbs and stuff. So, but I don't want to cut them, because you get new flowers. So I keep them for that reason. but it's a huge, this, if you guys saw this little bush when I put it in, it was so small. Oh, see, one wants to come down. But it was so small. It was just a regular little bush. It was probably like this big, like just had that bush. I mean, and now it's just, it goes up, there's a flagpole, but you can't even see the flagpole anymore because of, because of the bush. Isn't that hilarious? But it's honeysuckles and they smell so good. And you just don't see a lot of these huge honeysuckle bushes here, so it's kind of cool. It's a really perfect spot. So it was all planned. Well, it just took off. And there's some more. See, like when I said I get a grip of them, I'm not kidding you guys. Wait till I turn this for you. Look at the 30-footers. And they're probably, I think they're 25. My son, I think, said 25 and about anywhere from 25 to 35. And he said, so this year they'll probably get 45 or 55 in height, maybe. But yeah, they love that spot. So those were the first ones I put in. And then, bananas. I don't know if you guys know, but bananas, they spread. And a bird will pick up, I don't know, just a little piece of the banana and move it or drop it, and it'll create another banana tree. So let me show you something really funny. And I built these too. I built those stairs too, up to there. So I'm really proud of the stuff I've done because never did I think I could do it. So, okay, so I'm standing here, you guys, and this is how tall I am to the bananas. And they're way up there. So it's like three of me, and I'm 5'5". So maybe it's more like 3.5 of me. Yeah, it's probably like 3.5 of me. But aren't those just, they just get spectacular during the summer, and yeah, it's awesome. So, okay, but I want to show you where they put themselves, the birds. So the birds decided that they wanted to do a drop. And there's two right here. I hope you guys can see them. There's one right there. And there's the other baby right there. So I got babies coming up. I had to put this cage, the tomato cage and stuff around it because I don't want Marley running them over because he runs this fence line with our neighbor dogs. And that's like their thing they do every day. So yeah, I don't want to cause any kind of disturbance there, and I don't want them messed up. But there's my broken heart. I love this stone. The birds have had their, I guess, day on it, but I'll wash it off tonight with my hose. But yeah, this, I had this in the yard up there, closer to the front, and it broke after my husband died. So the kids just said, leave it like that, Mom, because it just shows your broken heart from Dad. I said, yeah. So every time I look at it, I just think of my husband and good thoughts. Aren't those pretty? The little pink daisies. Just so cute. Okay, sorry. I'm wasting time. I'm wasting your time. I don't mean to. But look at that one. So there's a new one and there's a new one. There's two over here. So when I say that they take them and they put them in places, yeah, it's very odd, but they absolutely do. Oh, there's my garden saint. Isn't he cool? With the bird. He needs to be freshly painted. But yeah, I just love him. He overlooks the whole property. I love that. But anyway, yeah, this is my fun. You guys and my property are my fun. That's what I like to do. But just putting your hands in the dirt, see, oh yeah, here's the carnations are coming out now. See them? And they've got the little red, and they'll have the little red stripes in them. They're so pretty. I know we're the city of roses, but I love growing these. They're just so pretty. These ferns are just getting giant. Oh my gosh. This is only 2 ferns that I planted. And it's been a couple years. And then this one, look how it's just taken off. So it may get too heavy for the basket. So I might end up having to take that down. But yeah, everything is starting to really grow. There's another little pink daisy. There's the dahlias, yellow dahlias. Everything is just growing like nuts right now because the weather. And they got the moisture that they needed. Oh yeah, and I put new band-aids on the frog. One with the little hole in him, and I wouldn't take him back inside, and then told the lady, oh, I'll figure it out. I'll give him a little something. I'll give him a band-aid. So that's exactly what I did. I gave him a band-aid. But yeah. So it's super nice to chat with you guys. You've never seen anybody so positive, Evie. Oh, thank you. I'm just... Look. And this is the truth of the matter. I'm about to tell you something. The truth of the matter is, I'm not going out this place with nonsense. And if anybody in my life will ever talk about me later on, I want them to talk about my strength and my positivity, and let people know that you can do that. It's hard. Don't get me wrong, you guys. It is so immensely hard. Some days I just look like, oh my gosh, Oh, America. Let's see. And I'm gonna get this. Americes. Oh, I wish you wouldn't have taken your message down. I'm really cool about it. If you don't like me, it's okay, because I'll still pray for you. I will never try to hurt you. I will always try to bless you. Oh, Indiana Kimberly, thank you. You know what I need, you guys? And you're going to laugh. So I got a warning, or not a warning. Nikki, don't say warning. I didn't get a warning. I got a message that said that I need to start figuring out mods and doing that. And I was like, oh, okay, so I got to do that next, I guess. Oh, Hebe, you can be. Just, you can be. You can. Trust me, you can. And we'll just do it together. How about that? We'll be positive together. And with me, you'll probably get sick of me. And you'll go, gosh, does she ever get upset about anything? Does she ever? Yes, I do. And you guys know I do. I've got my board ready. I want to say I got my board ready for their little march or their little protest on Sunday. And I've got my pictures attached to my board. And I'm ready. I'm ready to show all of them. Every single one. I don't care if you're on the right side, the left side, the center side. You're going to read my board. Because I'm not playing with that. That's something that people shouldn't play with in life. You know what I mean? We shouldn't be outrightly critical of people to the detriment of it being racist, or the detriment of the person's health, or the detriment of the person's family, or the detriment of the person's friends. We should not be like that. In 2026, we've all learned, we've seen history, we've seen things. So we ourselves, as humans now in 2026 can do the best job we can as being a good human. And I think that's all we can ask for, especially when the world is so crazy right now, you know? Only wish, okay, I read that one. They could have helped people getting treatment with a free pair of shoes. You know, like I said, please don't get mad at me. Because I'm saying it out of the goodness of my heart. I'm not saying it out of angst or being, I'm not really trying to be mean. But there are some of these cancer associations, centers, clubs, have events, but they don't really, when it gets down to it, you still find that there's so many people lacking resources. And it's sad. It's really sad. And if I didn't have my son and my daughter and my grandkids and a couple other boys that my husband and I raised that would be just, you know, checking on me, taking care of me as far as, you know, running to the store, you know, all that kind of stuff. Go get my medicine. Um, you know, they deliver the other stuff, the harder stuff. But yeah, I'm grateful. I'm super grateful. And I'm always going to be grateful, you know. And I'm glad that there's people that care because I do, you know. I've always cared. I've always cared about people. And somebody made a comment. I don't know if it was on JLR. I think it was on JLR's chat one night. That wasn't very nice, and JLR told me it was a troll. But they were like, you know, and they didn't cuss me out or anything like that. But they were just, you know, creepy mean, I guess you could say, because it was kind of out of the blue. But they said what they said, and I said what I said back to them. And I told them, I'm sorry that you don't like me, but I'll pray for you. It doesn't matter. It only matters to me. And that's kind of how I finished it, and they haven't bothered me since. So that's good. Oh, your daughter does the landscaping? Oh, that is awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. She probably is just so inside. She probably has that freedom because that's what I get from putting my hands in the dirt. It's like a different, like, I'm helping create, I'm helping Mother Nature along. You know, I'm helping, you guys haven't seen my vegetables and stuff like that, but I'm generally doing a lot of tomatoes. I'm doing peppers. Those have not come up yet. And I usually do those white strawberries because they're so rare, but they're super sweet. So I have a little strawberry patch of those. And of course, I have people over to pick the blackberries pretty much all of August and September. Come get them. There's too many of them. I mean, I have bags of them still in the freezer. They're just, yeah. And we had to push them back when we moved here because they were covering the house. Half of the house was covered with blackberries. I mean, the overgrowth here was nuts. So it's been a lot of work in these 10 years. A lot of work. I hear folks had you doing 8 hours a day on your garden. I know that. Oh my gosh. Maybe I know that's right. Oh, thank you. I'm just, it's me. Eclectic or not, you know, if it's crazy and it's got, what does that do? You know, what does she got over there? Or what does that say? Or it's eclectic. It is really eclectic. And like my friends have said, in a good way. They always say that, in a good way. It's eclectic in a good way. And I guess it's because I can put things together. I don't know. But I love the red because it's positive right now, you know. And there was something else, and I'm sure I can talk about it on a podcast one day. And I've said it before, I think on either Alex, JLR, somebody. But radiation ruined my bottom teeth. My top teeth have been great. They don't have a cavity, they don't have anything. So that's really been good. But the bottom, oh my gosh, I have nine. Wait, no, that's not. Yeah, nine. Sorry. It's the whole bottom. I think I have 10 right now down there or 11 down there, but is that right? I think that's the right count. But yeah, it's bad and ruins the gums. And I'm not the only one. This has happened to numerous people before. It also took a turn on my thyroid. So now I have thyroid trouble that I've never had before in my life. So I take thyroid medication. Some of the good news is that I don't take any high blood pressure medicine anymore. So that was one of the good things today was I got to say bye to some prescriptions that I've been able to handle myself, and so I'm really proud of myself for that too. Indiana, Kimberly, thank you. And it's going to look it's just going to keep getting better and better. The growth, it just starts filling this whole area. It's so beautiful. And the spider plants, they all really flourish. It turns into a really pretty place. You know, I really like it and very comfortable. Oh, love one another. I love that. I love it. You know, I know it's hard. And I know there's people out there that are mean to us and mean to anybody and everybody because that's their nature and that's who they are right now because there's something missing. They're sad. You know, if you look at everybody or look in people's backgrounds, if they allow you to, you kind of always kind of find something that could cause someone to be a different person as they get older, I guess. From something maybe from childhood or adolescence, you know? And it could even be as simple to us as someone broke up with somebody, but it was the way that they broke up with them. Nowadays, oh my gosh, with my grandkid, well, I should say my grandkids because my kids are older now. But with my grandkids, it's like you break up with people on the internet. And I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, how do people do that? I asked my grandson, he's 15. And I just asked him, I said, how do people do that, dear? And he said, oh, grandma, they just get on there and they'll just ghost you. I said, ghost you? What about the belongings or something that the person has? You know, like we used to wear Letterman jackets of the person we dated or was hanging out with or going to a dance with. I said, how do you get your stuff back now? The internet? Does the internet give you your stuff back? I'm like, how does that work? And my son even said, Mom, most of the time you just have to chalk it up. I was like, what? He said, most of the time girls and guys they won't go get their stuff. And I was like, why? And he said, because we're not, we don't do it like you guys. You guys, I think, were more, you know, face to face, more confrontational. I think the day and the time now, they just, like my grandson said, they just ghost you. And you didn't even know they broke up with you, except for they're not talking to you for a couple of days, and then you figure it out. It's so strange to me, but that goes to show you, you know, I'm a different era, but you know, it's a good rule to live by. It absolutely is. Always. I don't know. They may call our channel, my channel, the happy people or something. I don't know. Because they're going to be like, what is over here? What is going on over here with how do people come back more positive than they were when they got there? Well, I will tell you yesterday, I think I put something out, but I thought this was I didn't come up with this. I'm not going to take any credit for that. I don't know who did, per se. Um, and I'm sure it was just somebody out there, that cares about people. But they say, if a person doesn't smile at you, loan them yours. I think that's so awesome because all it means is just smile at them and see what happens, and I guarantee that they'll possibly smile back at you. I mean, it's a good possibility. You might unfortunately get the finger or something else, but it doesn't hurt. It spreads. Love spreads. Just like you said, love one another. Love actually spreads. Hate can spread too, unfortunately. But love, I think love still can be overall. It can take over everything. I still believe that. And I'm going to believe that. Somebody could stand me for 32 years. That had to be a feat in itself. To be with this crazy girl, you know? So I'm sure my husband said that a few times. Oh my gosh. Yes, amen. Which chat is brutal have you heard, Hebe? Because then I can agree. Because I'm not sure. It just says his chat is absolutely brutal. Is it JLR's chat? Or is it Alex's chat? Who's brutal? I am an old soul. Most certainly, I was here a long time ago. I don't know how, but I was here. I have a lot of deja vu in my life, which is kind of interesting. My grandmother had a lot of deja vu. Um, you know, been there, seen that. Can remember it. Very odd, but I love it. I don't get it as much now as I get older, and especially with my health. But when I was probably in my 20s and 30s, I had a lot of deja vu and could think that I was already at that place before, and then could tell you everything about it and ask my parents, ask my husband, have we been there? And no. And I'll be like, well, I have. I don't know when, but I have. Funny. Do you have habaneros? It's nice to just bite one and go oh my gosh. Okay, let me tell you. That's not Nick. I cannot do it. I will say, before I was sick, on my couple trips to Mexico in Guadalajara and in Puerto Vallarta, I got to do mezcal and from the hills. And I had some friends, and oh my gosh. So that I did eat the worm. So I am that girl. I was at that time. And yeah, I just don't know if I could do the habanero because I can't really, the spicy gets me. But like my kids, my daughter, my nieces, oh my God, my nieces, they carry their own hot sauces in their purses. And I'm not kidding you. They carry their own hot sauces in their purses, and they're specialty sauces too. And I remember for Christmas, I get them the gift certificates to the hot sauce house or the sauce house, and they can go in and get any kind of hot sauce they want. But yeah, I'll just trust you to eat the habaneros. Maybe I'll give it a bite. If I give it a bite one time, I'm going to put it on here so you can see it. Oh, Indiana Kimberly. I've been accused of being eclectic myself. I think it's a great thing too because it's interesting. It means that it's not bland. You're not giving everything's the same color or no pictures on your walls, or I have so many pictures on my walls, you guys. I have crazy pictures I haven't even shown. My father with Kennedy, with JFK, my father with Eisenhower, President Eisenhower. My dad worked for the presidents in that era. and lived in Mexico for about a year, him and my mother, and they put in the first American PGA golf course in Mexico so they could expand tournaments over there. And you had Chichi Rodriguez in those days, and a lot of guys playing the tour with my father. So my father was a representative for America, for Mexico, to bring over some things over the border that in sports they could both utilize. So yeah, I have really cool parents. So, and my father's deceased now, and my stepfather's deceased. He was the one that was the judge that raised me, helped raise me, and I adored. And yeah, I've just been a really lucky person to have a lot of knowledge and been a good listener. I know I talk a lot, sorry, but I was a good listener. So I do not have a law degree. I don't have any of those things. But I was just a kid. I was the last kid at home when everybody was gone at college. And I sat at the dinner table and I listened. And I tried to absorb a lot of things that my father would talk about, that he could talk about from the courtroom or from the law offices. And I just let it soak in because I wanted to try to keep myself out of trouble, in my life and be a good person. And, not saying I'm perfect by any means. Oh my gosh, I'm not. I can never, ever claim that. I don't think anybody can, but certainly not me. But I've just done a good job at been life skills, and just been really good with that. And took good advice. Tried to. I'm sure I disappointed them a couple different times. Your sister is having a lot of dental issues since her chemo. Yeah, because that's what I'm in right now is chemo. Indiana Kimberly, I'm in chemo right now. That's when I talk about all the costs and all that crap all the time. That's the only thing that really affects. I can, I can live, I don't, I live fine. I don't need, what do I need? I don't need anything. People don't need, we want. And there's some things that we require to live, but if it wasn't all the extra things like the dog and the extra medicines and the extra dental visits that you have to pay co-pays for because you have to get these figured out, or they're going to leave you with no teeth in your mouth, and then they have to figure out the gums. It's one of those, and it just kind of consumes, you know, when you want to go. And I haven't seen my mom since I was diagnosed, and she's the 83-year-old, and she lives in Las Vegas, and I lived in Las Vegas, me and my husband, for about 14 years. We did really well when we lived there. We worked really super hard. My husband was one of the first 60 employees at Bellagio, and he was actually hired 4 months before they even finished it. So he loved it. And then he drove the city strip bus. For anybody who's ever been to Las Vegas, he drove that strip bus, sometimes the double decker, sometimes the single. But he was the guy that everybody would ask, does this bus go down to this casino? He'd come home and tell me, yes, I did the strip today. Because he would do a couple different streets in Vegas, and then he always had like 2 days of the strip. And then he'd always tell me that was always the most fun, is him coming home and telling me about what happened on the strip that day, and who did what. And I love to hear the stories. But yeah, it was cool. And we did super well. And for health reasons, we moved back to Oregon. I was from here, born and raised. My husband's from Chicago originally. And we needed to be here because the doctors were they had a little bit more control on laps. And some of the things that needed to be tested and would take a couple days, which I know a lot of you understand, would take a couple days to get the results, or like a week to 2 weeks kind of thing. And when you actually come to the city where they do the lab testing and they do the oncology testing for kids and adults and diabetes, and you go to the Hill, and the Hill is OHSU. It's the Veterans Hospital. So the VA is up there. OHSU is up there. It's Oregon Health and Science University, and it means what it says. It's Oregon Health Science University. So that's what I mean about the labs and the testing and all that kind of stuff. Boy, you really hear the birds out here right now talking like crazy. And then you got Dornbecker's, the Children's Hospital. That's just phenomenal. I'm going to turn you around. I forgot that I had you guys going that way for so long. Sorry about that. But yeah, so Dornbecker's. So when people say they're utilizing any one of those places, they usually just say, oh yeah, my doctor's on the Hill, or I have to go up to the Hill, because it means that you're going to one of those places, because they're all in this hub up on these hills above Portland, above the city of Portland. So anyway, and it's got beautiful views. And yeah, my PCP is from there. She was a teaching doctor, and I've just kind of followed her for 21 years, and I just adore her. And when you find one, you find one, and you don't want to lose the doctors you find, you know. Oh my gosh, hi Mustang, hi, how are you doing? So great to see you too. Oh my gosh, nice to see you over here. Thank you for coming over. Oh, thank you for saying hi. Thank you. That was so cool. Hurt people, hurt people. You're absolutely right. Indiana, you are so right. Um, something's in them. Somebody hurt them. Like I said, it could even be down to a boyfriend. That didn't break up with us correctly when we were 16 or 17 in high school, or did us dirty, or a girlfriend that did us dirty, or a person that we trusted, or our family members. My mom used to have this saying about family. She'd say, you know what, Nikki, you're born into what you're born into. But when you're older, the family always gets a little irritated because people do so many things with their friends when they become older. And it's because you guys get to pick the family that you want to be surrounded by. It's not necessarily just the family you're born into. It's lifelong friends, and it's friends you make as adults that you just jive with, and families do get a little irritated sometimes. I've heard this quite a few times in my life by different friends and people, that families do, they get hurt. And when families are hurt, they're some of the best people to hurt you, because they know your inners, your inner twine, your inners, my husband used to say that. But my mom was always, you get to pick your own family when you're older. Nobody can stop you from that when you're an adult. And families do get upset because some of the holidays you want to spend. That's why we came up with Friendsgiving. And that's why some of these days, like it's coming up now, the Memorial Day, and then 4th of July, those are holidays spent a lot of times with family and friends. So, because people, put on a lot of parties. And so that's the kind of stuff. Okay, Mustang. Oh, she's saying hi to Hippie. Yes, I love Hippie. I love you all. I think you guys are all just, I got a cool group of people right now, and I'm just so thankful for that. Thank you. Okay, let me say it. It's Douche 8110. Did I say it right? I hope I said it right. You'll correct me if I didn't say it right. Please tell me, because I want to say it right. You have a lot of random crap. LOL. But you love it all. And you know what? I've been weeding out a lot of things lately. They made a beautiful oh, you know, a charity drop off up the street a couple different directions, so it's kind of convenient. So I've been weeding out, especially through clothes, you know, because of the weight loss and all that. You know, it's kind of weird getting down to like a high school weight again after children and things because your body changes. But it's kind of interesting. Let's see. Mino Dino. Heather invited, so just stopped by and subbed. Oh, you have to get back to work. Thank you so much. Mino Dino. I bet you're not Mino. I bet you're really nice. Thank you. Thank you. You don't work too hard. Oh, Hebe knows Dino. Yay, I love that. Yes, thank you so much for coming. It means a lot. More than you know. Dirty Diana! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. You got it. You got me once. Yay! Oh, I'm so grateful you're here. Oh, that's my organ friend. My organ friend. Hey, Heather, any friend of yours must be cool. Oh, Mino, thank you. Thanks for being patient with me. I'm going to do the best job I can. Diana, do you want to do monetizing for me? I don't know if you have too much you're doing because you also have your own stuff. So it might be too much for you. But I know you do such a good job jumping everybody's. So you let me know if it's too much. And if anybody does want to be a monetizer and they think they can do it, I'm not too difficult. I don't have one of the other guys' chats yet. You know what I mean? So it's going to probably be a little bit easier for me, you know? Did high love. Okay. I did say it right. Yes. Oh, that's so important to me. That's really important for me to get your name right. I've always been like that. I was raised, well, you guys know, but I was raised with a mom that I wasn't even allowed to call her friends by their first names. I'd have to put an aunt in front of it. I'd have to put a Mrs. in front of it. Yeah, she didn't play that game. You know what I mean? So I just want to be respectful with people's names, you know? And did hi love. Oh, thank you. Dee Dee. Oh, Diana, I thank you for all the pink hearts. I love them all. I love them. Oh my gosh. So you said asked where your wallet is. Whose wallet? My wallet? I don't have a. I have a wallet, but not, I don't know. I just have the Cash App on my description. Is that what you're talking about? I'm sorry. I just have it there just to help with any of the copays and stuff, but not for anything really else. Um, I hope I didn't sound weird, or maybe you missed that. I'm sorry. Missed the question. I guess it was asked where my wallet was, but I just put a Cash App on my description because a couple of people asked me. And so I just did that because I don't want to be one of those people, you know, that people are worried about. I don't want to be like that. I just want to be Nikki. Okay, I will. Oh, Mino Dino, I will take care and I hope you come back, please. And hopefully you'll like something I say. Thank you for taking time out of your work. Thank you. Oh, Diana, thank you. Hippie, thank you. I'm so happy to see you guys too. I'm so happy. And I can't wait till we can connect. I wanted to sit down and write an email to you, Diana, but I'm going to, because I want to give you my phone number. off the bat because of us living so close and everything. And I just nice to have somebody that's here, because I am starting this from the beginning, and I'm doing it myself. And that first video or the first live I did when we couldn't even figure out to shut it off. Oh my gosh, I'll never forget that, you guys. I'll never forget it. That was some funny, and all I could do was laugh at myself and try to play it off the best I could. Oh, Dino. Oh, that's so cool that you say that, Hebe. That is really cool. And I believe you. I think Dino is. So when it said Mino Dino, or Dino Mino, I was just like, no. I bet you that he's super cool or she's super cool. They're super cool. And it's Mino Dino. I went back to make sure I looked, just make sure I said it correctly. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, I can give you my business number here. It's public info, anyways. Then after we connect, I'll give you my personal number. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, put it on, please. Whatever you feel comfortable with. I know you're a worker. I know you do some great things. I know you help people, Diana. I know you help people. And I think that's wonderful because people need help. And I think it's fantastic. I think I kind of caught what you did, and I always will let a person tell their story. So you can tell it sometime yourself again. But I know you help people, and I think it's so cool. Dino is one of the best, okay, Sam Squatchers around. Oh my gosh. Is it have something to do with Bigfoot? Because if it does, I'm happy. I have a Sasquatch issue. Oh my gosh. Ooh, DD. Okay, so your name, Dirty Diana, and Hebe, your names are lighter than your comments. So is it when I go back into that area about the mods, then I just put you guys? Is that correct? Is that kind of what I do? Do you think? It does? Hebe. Yeah, your name's a little lighter than your comment. And your little facial little guys are, your laughing emojis, they're nice and bright. But just your names are a little lighter. Let me see if it's everybody. Oh, it is. Vino Dino was light too. Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning this darn YouTube thing. Oh, YouTube. I'm gonna get it figured out. Oh, Hannah, thank you. I'm not sure. No, it's not asking me to approve your comments. I love your comments. Nope. It just came on through. It's not saying nothing about, like, do I have to like them? I like them. And I think it's so nice of you guys to even come over and have a few moments with me. It's great. And I really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know why it could be my phone. Girl, it could be my phone. I mean, it could be my phone. And I think I want to get a gimbal or something like that. I'm going to keep pressing my son. But I think I want to get a gimbal because it'll be easier to talk to you guys on a chat or a podcast or sitting down. It just, everyone's told me it's a little easier. So I appreciate you too. And I'm not sure why the color difference either, but it could be me. Like I said, it could be this darn phone because I have put a lot into it, in a couple months. So, I mean, there's a lot of, I keep erasing them, but there's videos, there's all those kind of things. And I felt bad because this nice person came through that was talking about what they were going through. I think this was the other day, yesterday, something. They marked it on one of my shorts, I think. And they said, "You get me, man," or "You get me, guy," or something. I was just like, oh. I was like, I never even said anything. I said, "Yes, and you're a fighter." Because I said, you know what, Nick? It's coming back, and be grateful. It's short, but it's coming back. And and that's what you wanted. So what? Somebody says, dude. Sorry. I didn't mean to laugh that loud. But yeah, I mean, it's just funny. You can make me an Amazon wish list and post it here. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what that is. Wait a minute. What's an Amazon wish list? I've ordered, like in the past, I've ordered some things from Amazon, but I'm not sure what a wish list is. But I trust you. I trust you, DD, Dirty Diana. I trust you. So, whatever you think I'm supposed to do. You made one for Alex and Ted. It hides in my address. Oh, that's so kind. I don't even have a banner, a thing that goes across yet or anything. But I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. And my son does give me a little bit of advice. And kind of, he doesn't really YouTube. He is been doing music for since he was 15 years old. We sent him to call. Well, excuse me. His friend got him to go down to Eugene to college, and we were trying to figure out what a degree would be for him because he was such an athlete. And he ended up with music technology. So his warehouse and his fortitude with music is just amazing. And he's on Spotify, he's on Apple Music, Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube, I think. And I'll share one of his songs one day with you guys, and then as long as he doesn't copyright me. He better not copyright his mother. Oh my gosh, I'm so crazy. Okay, Mick Gronet. Mick Gronet. Hi. Hello. How are you doing, Mick Gronet? Thank you for coming over. I appreciate you. Oh, I appreciate you, Mick Gronet. Thank you. Goose, I've seen your name in other chats. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're over here. Thank you for coming over here. Man, all these names I've seen everywhere. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you for the support. Means you don't even know what it means. Everything. Everything. Oh no, I just kid when I say I apologize for it, but I can't help. Sometimes I just laugh at myself or I'm just goofy. I think that's why I crack up so much at the guys. Excuse me, when they're doing like silly, crazy things, I'm like, oh my gosh, did they really just do that? And I can't stop laughing. Alex, he's a comedian. I mean, my gosh, his calling definitely. He loves true crime, but his calling, people think I'm funny. No, 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 no. That gentleman is quite hilarious. And the way he changes his voice and it goes into something else. I mean, you can't help but just smile. It's awesome. It's awesome. Oh, Goose, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad everybody knows everybody. It just makes me so happy that you guys have respect for each other and that you like each other. It just makes me so happy. Okay, let's see. Goose. Yes, I got lucky this time and was able to catch a live. No, I got lucky. I got lucky. Just like Diana, I got lucky. Like McRoman, I got lucky. Like Hebe, I got lucky. Miss Mustang, I got lucky. I'm the lucky one. I'm the lucky one, guys and girls. I'm the lucky one. And you're able to catch a live. I always love your shorts. They're so wholesome. Thank you. It's a way for me to smile at myself and laugh, and that's how I really don't get down too much. I cannot tell a fib. I cannot tell you all. I did not get down at first. Oh my gosh, when you hear the word, that C word, oh my gosh, everything runs through your head. So yeah, you can get down. It definitely plays on your mental. But after you get it figured out and you're like, no, I'm not going to accept this. And after you figure that out, you can go the other way and you can flip that. You can flip it. And that's all I wanted to do. And I just want to be the person I was before I heard the word cancer. I want to be the same person. And this is the Nikki. You know what I mean? And I love people and I just want to be who I am. And I don't want to be phony for anybody. I want to be very truthful and honest. And I want to keep that on the channel because I don't want anyone ever to say Nikki doesn't keep it real. No, I probably keep it 110 real. I probably do a little much. So if any of you ever feel like I might be giving too much, you tell me because I'll scoot back a little bit because you might be just looking out for me and I appreciate that. And I'm lucky that you're seeing my shorts. Thank you. And I hope that your smile. Thank you. And I do love a good sense of humor myself. Yes, see, Alex is hilarious. And I don't care, by the way. I don't care if you talk about other streamers, journalists. I don't care. I'm in the attitude where I'm so grateful to be here. It doesn't bother me in the least. So I just want you guys to know that I don't have a weird jealousy thing because you'll probably see me over there in those. You know that. Yep, best medicine, humor. Hebe, you're right. Oh, Dulce. Thank you. Thank you. I love the flowers. I'm a flower girl. I love that. I love flowers. Oh, Diana's saying hi. McGronet. Hello. I love that you guys are talking. And Hebe, you are Heather, and I do know that. I just love the Hebe. You probably were called that when you were young, too. Somebody probably named you that. It's a cool name. I love it. Oh, I made you smile the other day. Thank you. Yes. I'm doing the right thing. I'm being me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I wish I could just, you know, I want you all to know too, whether you believe or don't believe, it doesn't bother me at all. I still pray. And I'm going to pray for my chat and I am going to continue to pray for my chat. And I pray for Alex's chat usually because I'm on it, and I'll pray for the other guys. It's not good all the time to ask for things for yourself. It's better to ask for things for other people or things that you see in other people, the needs that you see in other people. Sometimes it's just better to talk to God about those things. God knows what you're dealing with. You know, He wants to see how you handle it. That's what I believe. I believe He wants to see that. Oh, thank you, Dulcie. Thank you for saying that. I'm trying. I try really hard, and hopefully one day I can interview my mom for a second or something, and you guys can see her personality, and you'll go, oh my gosh, she has more personality than Nikki does. That's the golf business for you, you know. Oh my gosh. Oh, your mom too? Yes. It's Hebe, it's Hebe, it's Hebes. I love Hebes. I love that too. Oh my gosh, that's a downtown brown. If I'm downtown brown, I love it. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Riding in a straight line like the corner wasn't there. Riding in circles for a B. That's a square. Are you mean you're trying to get that circle into that square? Boy, do I understand that one. I can understand that well. Because I think I'm that round peg. If that's what you're referring, I'm that round peg. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love you guys so much for coming over, and I'm not going to keep you guys anymore because I know there's exciting things going on out there. I know that there was going to be a surprise, I think, today with Dads and JLR. I think I heard them say they were going to do a surprise. I was up really early getting ready for the doctors, and I thought they were going to get up early, but I didn't see it on there. So maybe they got up later and it's on there now, you know? And maybe there was something good. Oh, thank you, Indiana Kimberly. Thanks. That means a lot. Because that's what I want you guys. I want you guys to like me because I want to like you. And I do. And I just think I found some really cool people, you know, and I've had really good luck with that in my life. I still have friends of 45 years, 46 years, and I'm in my 50s. So that tells you to, yeah, I don't seem to get rid of friends very easily or often, or I don't know. We just stick around. Even if we don't live in the same cities or states, we can call each other at the drop of a hat or talk to each other at the drop of the hat, and it's just like we know each other. And we start all over again, and it's just picking up from where you left off. It's beautiful. Oh, thank you, Heather. Hebe, Hebe. It's beautiful. It was lovely to hang with you too. Thanks for your company, Goose. And I was so happy to see you here. Hebe, I was happy to see you here. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. Amarices. Please, Amarices. Oh, you're 67? Or you were born in 67? 67, you're one of those. I bet you're a great 67 too. I'm a 57. I was born in 69, and I always tease everybody and go, you know, the best year. And everybody goes, oh, okay, Nikki. But yeah, I was born in 69, so I'm 57, and I'm trying to be a really good 57. You know, I think I told this guy that one day he was talking about different ages of females. We were in a store or something. You know me, everybody, I just talk and people talk to me and it's just easy. So he was saying about ages of females, and I just said to him, you know, I'm not trying to be a 20-year-old or a 60-year-old or a 40-year. I'm just trying to be a good 50-year-old in the 50s. You know, I'm just trying to be good at that. You know, I don't know. Shoot. Oh, you're 31. In line is 67. Gotcha. Okay, now I got it. Dolce, oh, there's nothing yet? Oh, there'll be something, you know. I sure wonder what they was collaborating about today. I was very nosy last night about that. I was like, I wonder what the surprise was. But I'm probably a lot like you guys that I've seen in the chat. I just want them to bring her home. And I think it would be so cool. And I give my theories and I give ideas. But where's my positivity? My positivity is that she's still around and she wants to come home. And that's going to happen. Sorry, I had something, a Pepsi or something still sitting there on my lips. Sorry about that. Yeah, I want to see the good. And I saw something. And this is speculation on my part. I have to go and read more because of the doctors and stuff and being busy. I haven't had a chance to go and read about it. But I thought I saw something yesterday about Savannah being diagnosed with cancer. And one of you or all of you can tell me if I'm wrong or right. Because I'm not sure about it, you guys. If I'm wrong or right. I don't know. And so, but I thought to myself, oh my gosh, please tell me that couldn't be true. Or that's far, far from the truth. Ladybug! Hi, Ladybug! Oh my gosh! Wow! Hi to you too! Oh, you said hi. I'm sorry if I was on one of my looking around, thinking about what I was saying. So you guys know I have a TBI also. I've had for years. I was hit in the head years and years and years ago. But it caused a coma and some different things. And I lived through it and got rid of almost all my medications for my brain. And very proud of myself and very happy with the results, and that's why I think I know my strength about what I can handle and what I can't handle. Oh, good. He be saying hi to Ladybug too. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry I didn't see the hi at first. Oh. Oh, wow. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to have you guys even here. I'm so lucky. Hey, at Nikki. I see you and hear you all the time on JLR and Alex. I love you dearly. Oh my gosh, Ladybug. I can't even say how much I love and am blessed by you even being in here. Because you guys can go anywhere. You don't have to be here with me. I know that this is fortunate. I'm fortunate. And I know that. And I want other people to know how fortunate they are when they have 5 and 10,000 and 20,000 people in their chats. They need to be blessed and feel blessed and lucky too that you're there in their chat. I know that. And I see it. Okay, and Marcy's. I think I've got it right. Yeah, the pronunciation is however you say it. Oh, Amarices. Oh, what a beautiful. Gosh, that's a beautiful name. My goodness. I've heard some really lovely names. That's beautiful, you guys. Don't you think that's a beautiful name? That's really beautiful. Marcy's, MR. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, thank you for explaining. Thank you. It's free for everyone to use. Mix of races. Oh, honey. When people start realizing that they are too, they'll get it. They'll get it. My son is a mix of races. And my daughter and my grandkids and my nieces and nephews, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love all of you. I love you for whatever your background is. Doesn't matter to me. Ladybug. Ladybug, Ladybug. I just saw you. Hey. Oh, you saying hi to Hebe, Heather? Oh, that's so sweet. I love that everybody knows each other. I just love it. You woke up early too. I know it was like I was see. They kept saying 6:30, 6:30, 6:30, 6:30. So I was like, okay, well I'm up for the doctors. Let me go ahead and turn it on. Turned it on. I didn't see any lights on, you guys. I didn't see any blue lights on my YouTube. You know? Oh my gosh. Oh my god. You woke up. Oh, Dirty Diana, you're so sweet too. Oh my god, a TV. Yep. I have been through the mud. But I wanted to be a golf pro. I wanted to be a golf pro like my mom and my dad. And I was good. I was good with people. I loved to talk to people. I had done a bunch of charity golf tournaments I put together in Las Vegas, and managed to get a lot of good higher ups to support them for kids. And I just was so good at events. And I was doing it for such good causes, that I said that I want to follow in my mom's footsteps. I want to take it all the way. So I was the day before my qualifying for the PGA, and not for the LPGA, but the PGA at that time. And my handicap was a 2 on championship courses, playing from like the blue tees, which for ladies were the black tees in those days. And I was out working, and a guy came up and jumped on the tee box and hit a really bad shot and hit me at the base of my brain. And the golf ball was going 260 miles an hour when it hit me. So I was in a coma, 10 days. I have to think about that number, or I call my mom or something, because my husband's not here to tell me. 10 days, and, you know, and I survived. And I came out of it great, and he paid for his homeowners paid for my surgeries. And so, and in Nevada, it's a right to work state. And basically, the bottom line of it is, if you get hit at a job or a workplace, you have to go after the person that hit you. So on a golf course, it would be the person that hit the ball that hit me. And so you would go and see if they had insurance. And so I went to an attorney that my mother knew in those days that played golf, of course. And great guy. He's deceased now. Wonderful man. He got my bills paid and so I can move on in my life, because Nevada will put a lien on the person if they owe doctors, surgeries, doctor's bills. Nevada will put a lien on the person. So you can't buy a car, you can't buy a new home, you can't do any of those big purchases with any money that you get without paying the doctors first. Yeah, they don't, that state does not play that. And so basically the money that I have received, I paid my attorney, and paid all my surgery. I had 4 different surgeries. So I paid all the surgical bills, my neurosurgeon, my neurologist. And I think I ended up with like $4,000 or something in the end, which was fine. Um, it paid my bills. And I could move on and buy something now, and live life, to the best of my ability. And so, yeah, Nevada's a little different, with that. But nevertheless, all those bills were paid, and I'm fortunate for that, because they were extremely high. And it would have taken a very long time. I mean, look at the trouble I'm having with the dog bill. Can you imagine if I would have had to pay those too? Yeah, I mean, without my husband, yeah, it would have been a rough deal, but it's okay. And I'm here. And I'm here, obviously, to fight this now. And I'm supposed to be some kind of lesson learned, I guess, or somebody else to know that you can survive. You know, survival is, you have to. You can't give yourself any resistance. You have to survive. And my mom was that. If you guys have ever seen, I hope I don't get in trouble for this, that nice movie that I love. I think I can say it. But it's with Dolly Parton and Julia Roberts and um, Sally Fields. And yeah, it's Steel Magnolias. And that's the only thing that I can put to my coma, is that my mom read to me every day. And my husband played music, some of my favorite songs. And my mom read to me every day. And even though I didn't know, I knew after. But when I see that movie, it's hard for me sometimes to watch, even though I've seen it a million times, because it brings all those memories back that I've been told. It's strange to ask somebody what day and time it is, and you're not looking at a phone or a watch or a clock, or you just don't know what day it is. That was probably the most peculiar in my life, was asking the time and the day. If it was a Monday, Tuesday, because I knew what day I got hit. It was a Sunday, and the qualify was on a Monday, because usually Mondays were always pros days off at the golf courses. So it was days you didn't have to teach and do all that. There were days that you could just play and work on your own games. So it was a good qualifying day, and I didn't make it, but it's okay. I am okay. My dad and my mom were okay. My father was okay with it before he died. He didn't care what I was, as long as I was safe and happy. He didn't care. So it's pretty cool. So I must have really, yeah, strong genes. Dirty Diana, I have strong genes to get through all this. Yes, it's crazy. And somebody like me, I still have all my x-rays and all my MRIs, all my, you know, it's strange. I have them all in one big manila envelope that they give you from x-rays and stuff, and it's all crammed in there from the TBI. And yeah. And I had to learn two things. I had to learn to really speak again. And sometimes you guys can hear me. I get caught up on a word or something. That's a little bit of it. And then my neurologist, he used to put money down, him and the girls that would work at the office at the clinic. He would give me money when I would leave, or ask me if I had money. And I would look at my neurologist like, what? Why are you asking me about, I've already paid you. Like, why are you asking me about money? And he would say, if you don't, I have $5 or $10 right here from the girls. We all want you to go play bingo. And I looked at him and I said, huh? Bingo? And he said, you have no idea, my dear, what your hand-eye coordination will do with bingo getting it back. And I thought to myself, he was nuts. And he was a little nuts anyway, because I had to call him Dr. A, because he had such a long name I could not pronounce it. So he was Dr. A, but I started playing bingo with the older people, and I made a little group of friends, and they would save a little spot for me, and I would go, I think, twice a week to a couple different casinos. And I would play the night session bingo, where I knew the kids were settled and everything. And my husband would have everything handled, and I would go play bingo. And I got so good at numbers again, and I was so good at math in school, that my numbers just started coming back to me. And I can now, when I'm in a store, and it's a new kid on a register, and they have to count the money out or whatever, I'll tell them what it is before they can. And I still do that, and I've done it to my friends in all kinds of work environments. It's just the numbers just are just there. So, and I've taught a couple kids in the family some numbers, you know. So It's came in handy, and it sure did work. Let me tell you, my neurologist, he knew something. He knew something. We are all God's children. Oh my gosh, we sure are. Yes, we are. Okay, let me see. I've missed one thing. Oh gosh. See, I couldn't keep up with the chat. I have to have I have to have my lap or something. Okay, hold on here. Let's see. Stop doing that. My fingers are doing the wrong thing. Okay, I want to read this. Very important. Oh, thank you for being proud of me. Thank you so much, Indiana. Indiana Kimberly, thank you. Ladybug, I'm very proud of you. I can never call in because it's so late on my East Coast times. And if my mother heard me talk, it would mess up her Alzheimer's for the rest of the night. My husband passed from liver disease. I took care of him for 2 years. Also dementia. The sundowners is tough. And if that's what you're talking about, I totally understand when it comes to sundowners and dementia and Alzheimer's. They don't run too far apart. My husband ended up having two different strokes that ended up causing his dementia. And the the liver disease it was cirrhosis, but it was due to sugars. Sugar breakdowns in sugar of diabetes. So ultimately, yeah. But we did good for 2 years. We did good. And he was a tough cookie. Yeah. And it was so cool because he thanked my son and I. Right before he shut his eyes, he got to thank us and tell us how much he loved us. And my mom said, Nikki, that never happens. People want to hear those last words, and sometimes they never get it in a lifetime. She said, you are so lucky. So I told my son, I said, we're really lucky. And he said, I knew we were, Mom. And that Dad, we were the only two in the room, and Dad wanted to have a talk. And he hadn't been speaking to us. He couldn't talk, He had lost the voice. And all of a sudden it just came back. And it was so wonderful. And he said, Nikki, thank you for everything you did. And I love you so much. And I said, oh my gosh, I would do it 10 more times. And my son, he said to our son that he was so proud of him, and he knew he was leaving one of the best people on the earth that he could leave behind. I thought that was so nice. Yeah. Yeah, really super blessed. Because, boy, my mother, she said that just doesn't happen for people. And if it happened for you, you are just absolutely the luckiest person on the planet. And I knew I was. Amen too. Indiana Kimberly, amen too. Wow, God bless you kindly and dearly. My husband was a good guy. He wasn't perfect, but he was a good man. And he did a lot of good things that he never required anything back. And we helped raise nephews on top of our kids and a niece. And my husband will never, ever not want to do that. He believed in family. Yeah, he believed in family. So he's a great guy. You guys would have really liked him. Good, just straightforward, good guy. Big like Alex, just a character. Just a real honest man. Very, very much honest. I've got to run, love. Wonderful hanging out with you. And it was wonderful to hang out with you too, Indiana Kimberly. Thank you. And I hope to see you guys soon. Dolce, stay on for a minute. I'm going to let JLR chat know you're on. Get some likes. Oh, you are so sweet. You guys know so much more about this stuff than I could even fathom right now. I'm just trying not to get kicked off for putting the wrong song or getting copyrighted on my shorts. I know I won't get in trouble here because it's just me. And unless I copyright myself, can't get in trouble for that. You fail when you give up. Yeah, you're bound to fail, so don't give up. That's right, you go the other way. Dirty Diana. Interesting. I am seriously interesting. I mean, I don't even know what to say about me. I'm just a character. And for some reason, God has not wanted me up there, upstairs yet. He's not ready for me or something. And that's okay because I want to see my son have a baby. Not my son, but, his genes. Oh, Alzheimer's, it's all together too. Yep, sundowners, dementia, Parkinson's. I know somebody that got diagnosed with Parkinson's not too long ago. That's a tough one. It's a toughie. And Michael J. Fox, boy, he has made a great go at it, hasn't he? He's been such a good representative for Parkinson's. I think he has. Oh, Dirty Diana, very incredible. Very incredible. And I hope you heard, but he came from Chicago originally. I met him here in Portland at 18. And I just got lucky. And then he saw the family, that I came from here. And that my grandparents were founders and different things that had to do with Oregon. And he made it very clear to me early on that he never wanted anything from my family, that he was a worker and he came from a working family, and that he didn't ever want to ask my family for anything because he always wanted my family to know that he loved me for me and not for what my family could do for us. So we became a very independent family because of my husband's beliefs. Great guy. All my girlfriends madly love my husband. Just, he was that guy. He was that guy. Super lucky. It was true love. It was super true love. And he made sure that everyone knew it. What I mentioned about her mom, she's so cool and interesting. The things she's done, you guys. She's been in movies with, oh my gosh, come on, Nikki, why can't you? John Wayne. She's been in a movie with John Wayne. She's been in a movie with Rin Tin Tin the dog before Lassie. She's been in, my mom was this cute golf pro lady, and golf pros hung around a lot of movie stars in those days, and athletes hung around other athletes because NFL wanted to learn to play golf. NBL wanted to learn to play golf because they already did so well at their own sports. They always wanted to learn something that someone else did. Because they always felt like if they were so good at this, that they could be good at something else. The only trick to that is, you guys, for golfers, the slap shot and the baseball swing, when you do the swing this way, like you're hitting the baseball, the ball off the baseball bat. Those are the only two that can just inhibit your golf swing a little bit, because you use the slap shot and you use the baseball bat and you swing across your body. So those two things, when somebody plays those sports, all you have to do is really just adjust them for golf, so they have the proper swing for golf. My family, my mom and my father, did not believe in my brother and I swinging anything else but a golf club first, because he would say that then you would have a natural swing. You wouldn't have a different kind of swing that inhibited your natural swing. So sometimes I go and videotape, I go to the range, I still hit balls occasionally if my left underarm is up for it. because of the lymph nodes, from taking out the lymph nodes. It's still pretty bad, but occasionally I go and I just want to hit a bucket of balls and I'll film it and I'll send it to my mom. She'll send it to all the golf pros that are still alive, and because she wants to get the responses, and she'll just send me stuff back and she'll go, they all say natural, natural. And I was just like, well, because they know my dad. So that was a no brainer. But yeah, so funny. Like I've said before, I've had the best childhood. I was so lucky, beyond lucky. Um, I can't complain about anything. And if I do, one of you guys slap me across my, because I'm very lucky. And yeah, and sometimes we all take things for granted, and we have to be reminded. Yeah, worked hard to be a really great family, and always looked out for others. My husband grew up in a big family, and he was raised that way to always look out for others. Kids ate first, adults ate last, the cook ate last, the adults ate before the cook. I mean, they had certain really cool big family rules, and it was cool to implement them in our family. I appreciated it so much. And I'll tell you, I miss the barbecues. I miss him throwing down, like he would tell me, I'm throwing down, babe. And yeah, nothing like some barbecue from him. He was a phenomenal cook. You mentioned about your mom too. She sounds really, yeah, true love. Boy, you're not kidding. And I thought I could run away from it. I thought I could hide from the grief. I thought I could hide from the grief of losing him. I thought I could be busy with other things, other people, over here doing this. You never forget. You never forget. And you can't. I've wished them all since they announced your page in their chats. I immediately liked and followed you. I love your spunk, your love, your intelligence, and it is amazing. Ladybug, thank you. I'm sure you're amazing because you're here. And like I said earlier, you guys could be a million other places. You didn't have to come over and say hi. I'm lucky for that. You took care of your daddy and your oldest brother until they passed away too. So you can understand, Ladybug. You can understand. I could go for some Wendy's sometimes even though they aren't special. I like Wendy's fries too. And you know what else I like? I like Wendy's Frosties. And occasionally I like their double stacks. And my son is going there and he says, Mom, do you want something from Wendy's tonight? And I go, do I want something? I like their fries too. Oh, Hebe. So awesome too. Okay, you gotta run. See the last client. Yeah, no worries. I think you're special for what you do. You sent me a Cash App. What? Oh my gosh. My bestie. You did not have to send me no Cash App. You guys, come on. No grifting here, Nikki. No. Thanks, you guys. I love you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the other chats. And Hebe, 2 hours. You've really kind of stuck around. Dulce, you stuck around the whole time. You're so great. Dirty Diana, as soon as you could get in here, you did. I'm so grateful to you guys. Mustang. Oh my gosh, Goose. Hebe. Love you guys too. And I'm so hoping I have some really nice places. And I know Diana probably knows some of them, but I have some really cool places I want to take you to. I know one of the chats was on the ghost hunters thing, and I like that kind of stuff too. Just because I believe in other things. Yes, I believe in God, and I know you're not supposed to be honor other things, and I don't honor other things, but I do like other things, and I am interested. Aliens, I'm interested. I mean, how could you not live in Las Vegas and be interested in aliens? So I'm gonna try to take you to a couple places here in Oregon that are some of the most haunted or known to be haunted places. So when I do those lives, I'll probably try to put it in my community. I try to write notes in my community thing and let you guys know that I was going to do something. I did that a couple times. So I will try to do that again so you guys will know when I'm at those places ahead of time. Or I'll talk about it and let you know. Okay? Thanks you. Thanks you. Thanks you all. I hope you have a blessed, beautiful rest of your day. Because, boy, you deserve it for hanging with this gal for all this time. God love you all. And many blessings, many, many blessings. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Be safe.